Well, we're finally here the day before the nomination process. My wife and I have just pulled into our hotel and we're just relaxing. And I wanted to send out one final video just thanking everyone. This process has been amazing. I've had so much fun meeting the candidates, talking with the conferees. I've learned a lot, hopefully was able to share my thoughts with people. And regardless of how this outcomes, I know District 12 is going to have a really fine person to represent them. And the conferees showed me that they're excellent people and excellent to be able to help whoever the eventual elected person is to be able to connect with the people of District 12. We've been working hard. It's just been me, my wife, and my campaign manager, Tom. We've put out a lot of material, PowerPoints on exactly what we plan to do, how we plan on win the general election, videos and PowerPoints on exactly what our positions were, doing interviews. I tried to call everyone, and I really apologize if I was unable to reach you personally. I work full time and was able to trying to call everyone I could. Some people I was only able to leave messages. Some people I really didn't get to, and I really do apologize. My preference would have been to meet every single person in person before the election, but due to time constraints, all the candidates are kind of struggling with that. So I really tried to do the best I could, and I really am sorry I was unable to personally talk to everyone. Now, I did attend all the events I was invited to except one. I really apologize. I was unable to attend a breakfast in Susquehanna County. It occurred at the exact same time as a Center County event that I was already invited to and said that I was coming to first. So I apologize to the people at Susquehanna. Thank you so much for the invite, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it there. So I'm really looking forward to meeting all the people I talked to and even the people I didn't tomorrow at the nomination process. And I think it's been an excellent opportunity. I can't wait to even remain in touch. I've made a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances that have taught me a lot, and hopefully, regardless of how this comes out, that I'll be able to work with to help the Republican Party and our district and country moving forward. So I just wanted to focus on a couple things as to why I think I'm the preferable candidate, and hopefully this will convince you to perhaps support me and give me a vote tomorrow. The first reason is I think that I've shown that I have an excellent understanding of the issues. This has been in the events that I've been in and in the videos and the emails I've sent out. I try to be as transparent as possible. I give my exact positions on issues and try to make them as nuanced as possible to show I have a deep understanding of them. I'm not just saying bumper plate slogans like pro Second Amendment. I go in exactly it's what I think that means and exactly what the Democratic Party is doing. The key is, as I'll talk to you a little bit in a little bit here, is it's not just enough to have the votes, which is important. We need to vote the way of fiscal conservatism with constitutional principles and the things I advocate, but we need to be able to be articulate and convince people both in our party and in the center and on the other side that our issues and our way of having fiscal conservatism and a return to constitutional principles is preferable to help our country, particularly in this time where we see the Democrats pushing socialism and things like that. I also was very good, I feel, on District 12 specific issues. We did an entire section on broadband between me and my campaign manager, and it articulated why it's so important and such a challenge for rural Pennsylvania and areas like District 12. And I think that we have possible solutions that would really help with that. We did the same with the opioid crisis, which is really affecting our district, and other things like energy policy, where we see that regulations that limit exports on energy is really hurting our district when we could be bringing in far more lucrative jobs that would help the entire district. The next reason that I think that I'm the most preferable candidate is I truly am a regular person. I hope that the people that I've met in person, I hope that it's came off this way. And if I haven't met you in person, I look forward to tomorrow or even afterwards. And I think that I am who I am. I try to live by the lesson of no one's better than me and I'm not better than anyone else. I try to talk to people no matter what their station in life is, just as who I am. I don't stand on airs or anything like that. My idea is I want a politician that no matter who you are, you could walk up to and talk to just like a normal person. I understand that I'm just running to serve the people of District 12, and so no one should ever be intimidated to come up and tell me that I'm doing something wrong or to say I'm doing a good job or issue me some sort of recommendation. In fact, I'm proud to say that several candidates and conferees offered me suggestions on stylistically things to do different, suggestions on things like positions, and I think that I've really taken those to heart and tried to listen to what every one of those suggestions have been to make myself a more complete person and a better candidate. The next thing I'll say is, as I was saying, the vote is important. But because we see that the Democrats control the House right now, there'll be very few times probably where this one vote will swing whether or not a policy that the Republicans are supporting is passed. So although that vote is important, and I will vote with constitutional principles in mind, with fiscal conservatism in mind, and I think that's exactly what the people of District 12 wants. What's even more important, I feel, is setting us up for 2020 and beyond. And the way to do that is to reach new demographics and new people. So there's three demographics specifically I think I could uniquely reach. The first is young people, as I've talked about in videos, not only because I'm young and understand the challenges of things like student loan debt and being unable to get a job that my master's degree entailed that I maybe should have, but also because I use new technologies that would be able to reach younger people, and I understand that they're the future of the party, and we need to teach them the principles that our elders and older generations have taught me of personal responsibility and liberty. I think that I'm in a unique position to do that with the technologies that I'm using, and will really help the Republican Party in the future by making inroads on places like college campuses and with other young people to make sure the Republican Party is robust in the future as well. The same could be said of inner city people and people of different races and different and issues such as that. The Democratic Party is focused on identity politics and looks at these people only as the groups they belong in. You're Hispanic or you're black, etc. We, as the Republican Party, are becoming the big tent party that views people only on the content of their character, not on all these immutable characteristics such as race or gender and things like that. So I could reach those groups. And the last group I think I could reach is just regular everyday people in our district that are working and don't have time to look into politics and think politics don't affect them. I'm just like them. I'm a regular blue-collar working person living paycheck to paycheck. I think that I'm in a unique position to be able to talk to them straightforward and honest as one of them to show, yeah, politics does affect you. It's important now where we see things like the Green New Deal that would wipe out our total economy and all of my friends and family and the people of District 12's jobs, to show that now's the important time to go out and vote and become Republican and show that we are strong and we could all stick together. The last thing that I think really sets me apart from the other candidates is the issue that I'm pushing civility. I understand that we don't like a lot of these Democratic politicians like Pelosi or Bernie Sanders or Ocasio-Cortez. And look, I feel as strong as anyone that you just want to come out swinging. You get tired of constantly being maligned. You're called a racist. You're called a bigot. You're called dumb if you support Trump or you're in the Republican Party. But I think that we need to understand we don't want to make that same mistake in return. When we're talking to Pelosi or Ocasio-Cortez or Bernie, we're also talking to the people that voted for them. And those people felt disenfranchised as well and felt they had good reasons to vote. We can reach those people. We could show them the ideas of liberty are preferable to these false promises of free everything that's been being offered to them by the socialists in the Democratic Party. By having civility, charm, a little bit of humor, I think that we could show you could impassionately argue our case, but we could do so in a civil way that shows that we are morally the better party because we can have actual discussions. We're not interested in attacking people. We're not interested in censoring people. We don't have to because we have the better ideas. And I think the fact that I was such a skilled debater, I would be a great asset to the Republican Party going forward. I could go in places like CNN and MSNBC. I could get interviewed by the New York Times, and I would be able to understand our side of the issue so much better and be able to articulate in a charming, respectable way why we are correct that would be hard to be smeared. This would do wonders for us when we get out there in the culture that the Republican Party is the party of everyone. We are the party of being respectable and civility, and we do have the most factual responses and logic behind our positions. So for these reasons, I think that I am the best candidate for the job, and I hope that you agree and will consider voting for me. Lastly, I just want to say, I think that today's an important day for the conferees. They're doing such an important job to deliberate, and so I won't be making any further calls today, but please feel free to get in touch with me if you would like. You could reach me at my phone number, which will be on the email with this video, or through my email account, which is rob.noerr@gmail.com. I just want to one last time thank everyone for letting me be involved in this process, for the people that have helped me out, for the friendships and acquaintances that I've made. It really means a lot to me, and I've had a lot of fun and learned a lot doing this process. Even if I'm not the person that's chosen, I vow to help the Republican Party in our country in any way I can, and I vow to help the great people of District 12 and whoever's nominated to represent them. So thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow.